There's a lot of things you know about Germany. But when it comes to how friendly and happy we are,
Ja, können Sie nicht mal vernünftig guten Tag sagen?
Was sind Sie denn so aggressiv?
Wer ist aggressiv? Ich bin doch nicht aggressiv!
there's a lot of misconceptions.
If you ask a German how their day is going, they'll most likely answer with Kann mich nicht beklagen. Nee, nix zu meckern. Kann mich nicht beschweren. And yes, that's 3 different words for complaining, which tells you quite a lot about the German mentality, if we're being honest. It seems as if the German standard for contentment is not determined by the amount of things that are going well, but rather by the abstinence of things that could possibly suck. And for the longest time I thought, well, that's German pessimism at best. Always focusing on the negative, even if there's nothing negative right now. Never happy, these Germans. But if you think about it closely, it's actually the best motto. Well, how do you measure contentment? You don't. You expect that you'll notice your content state based on that feeling of happiness and contentment. You know, just once you are there, you'll feel it. So your indicator is going to be a feeling that you may or may not have in the future. And there's obviously a problem with that.
Imagine you're running a race. It's you and your contestants, but you've had a terrible night's sleep and things just don't feel right. And then the gun goes off and you try to run, but your legs feel a bit lazy. And then you cross the line, you collapse, exhausted, you just know it. This must have been your worst run time ever. Your trainer comes up to you, all excited, because it turns out you've just won and you've broken your own personal record.
Feelings are not facts. In fact, your feelings are influenced by a million little factors every day. How the weather is, how your boyfriend looked at you, whether you have slept well, whether you have eaten well, whether you have f***ed well. And then there's hormones, which is a whole other category all by itself. Expecting to one day wake up and just know that you've made it because you feel happy and content is expecting too much. It's very unrealistic. Which brings us to a different question. What are your goals? And where's my coffee? Most of us have goals that we want to achieve because we know that we will be happy and content once we've reached them. And most of these goals are rather abstract terms. For example, beauty, money, popularity, and health. But see, if your goal is something as abstract as beauty, you're running the risk of always following a trend after trend after trend. Because no standard is as volatile as the beauty standard.
It's like running a sprint, but the finish line keeps on moving every time you've crossed it. So you'll just keep running and running, but then there's no medal in the end. Just more running. And guess what? You're running circles.
See, if you haven't set up measurable criteria for you to notice that you've reached a goal, you'll miss the mark for being content. And weirdly, this reminds me of this scene.
Come on! God damn it, Dad, get off our Xbox!
Hang on, I almost caught the dragon. Oh.
You don't ever catch the dragon, Dad!
So sometimes it's best to stop running and just look at where you are. In the last few weeks, I've gained over 50 new subscribers. This is more than 460% compared to the last 28 days, which for me is crazy. It really is. Up until that point, my goal was to achieve a 3-digit number. And once I did, my goal immediately shifted towards achieving a 4-digit number. And once I said that out loud, I noticed my finish line shift away from me. Which is not a problem in itself because goals, of course, change and they adapt because we want to grow. But I completely forgot to celebrate. And that is a problem because I'm postponing my moment of happiness into the future to once I have achieved the next goal. And we all know that there's going to be a goal after that and after that and after that. So what really is there to complain about? Every day somebody new finds my channel and subscribes. Most likely through the food prep video because that cocaine joke at the beginning really got to most of you. Okay. But yeah, that's happening. No, in the meantime, job opportunities have been opening up here and there and I'm quite fine. Relationship going well, 9 years now, like suspiciously well. health is getting better, PCOS is getting better, period is regulating, weight is shedding, slowly though. Skin conditions are getting better, except for these ones because I'm on my period right now, but that's like normal. No, really getting better. So yeah, I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers yet. And yes, some of my more passionate projects here on YouTube do not take off as much as the food prep video does, which is okay. Because really, my situation is very much a nichts zu meckern situation. I'm not gonna lie, it takes a bit of practice and a bit of remembering to see things in a more positive light to achieve a nichts zu meckern mentality. But if you really want to, then you could practice that by just taking a few minutes every day to write down the things that did not suck. Not the things that went well, not the things that make you happy, just the things that did not suck today. And really, that's reaching for the lowest hanging fruit. And maybe next time when somebody asks you how you're doing, you'll answer with nichts zu meckern, and you'll see the beauty in that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, because remember now my goal is a 4-digit number, so help me get there. Until then, thank you all for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.